A very good o'clock, dear students. Today let us talk about chapter number 24, that is ocean water movements, and today we'll be studying about some basic concepts of the ocean water movement. So it is never static. Ocean water, as we all know, it's not static. It keeps on moving horizontally and vertically, and the movement of ocean water takes place in three ways. Okay, the movement of ocean water can be categorized into three types, that is ocean waves, currents, and tides. Okay, all of them have different causes of originating and have different patterns of formation. Ocean waves, first of all. So waves are oscillatory movement in water. Oscillatory means which goes at one place and comes back to the original position. Starts from original position, goes to point A, come back to point B, and then come back to original position. Okay, that is oscillatory movement manifested by alternate rise and fall of the sea surface. So waves are basically alternate rise and fall of sea surface. In the ocean, water travel in some particular direction over long distances, and waves travel for in some particular direction over long distances. It must be remembered that it's only the waves which travel further, but the water particles remain at the same place. Okay, it can be understood with the fact that if we keep something light which is floating over the waves, then the thing will remain at the same place. It will not move with the moving water until and unless it is not moved by the force of wind. Okay, it's the only wave that is moving. The object will move back and forth with the wave, but its mean position on the wave will remain the same until it is not forced by the wind. Okay, blown away by the wind. Next is terminology associated with the wave. So each wave has two parts. Okay, crest and trough. So crest is the upper part is called crest. Okay, since the wave is the up and down movement of the ocean water, so crest is the upper part of the wave and trough is the lower part of the wave. Okay, the distance between two consecutive crests or troughs is known as the wavelength. Here you can see this is the crest. Okay, the upper part is the crest and the lower part is the trough. Okay, and the distance between two consecutive crest and trough. See, this is a trough and this is another trough. The distance between them is known as wavelength. Again, the distance between crest and crest will also be known as wavelength. Okay, so this is wavelength. Next thing is the height. The time taken by the two consecutive crests to pass any fixed point is known as wave period. What is wave period? The time taken by two crest or trough to pass one area is known as wave period. Okay, and the wavelength, the height, vertical distance between trough and crest is called the wave height. This is the wave height between the crest and trough. Okay, the main components of typical waves are shown in this figure. Now let us talk about the types of waves and the causes of waves. So velocity of wave can be calculated by wavelength upon the time taken by the wavelength to travel. Causes of waves. Waves are mainly produced by friction and pressure of winds on the smooth surface of the sea. Either the winds stop the waves or they provide pressure to the moving water that creates the wave. The size and force of wave depend upon three factors. First is the velocity of the wind, second is the duration of the wind, and third is the distance over which the wind can blow unhindered. Okay, first is the velocity of the wind. The velocity determines the speed of moving of water. Okay, duration of wind determines how long the wave can travel, and the distance over wind which can blow unhindered also determines the distance traveled by the wave. Where the water is deep, the winds are fast. Okay, in the deep water the winds are fast and the winds blow over a long period, and the bottom does not interfere with the undulatory movement of water. Winds blow over a long period. The formation of wave is unrestricted and full. For example, winds at a speed of 160 per kilometer hour blowing for about 50 hours and over fetch of more than 1600 kilometer can produce waves of 15 meter height. Okay, wind at a speed of 160 kilometer per hour blowing for about 50 hours continuously over a fetch of more than 1600 meter. Fetch is the distance over which the wind can blow unhindered. Okay, so it can produce a 15 meters of height waves. Okay, there are three types of waves. First is sea, second is swell, and third is surf. So when several waves of different wavelengths simultaneously move in different directions, they create an irregular and chaotic pattern of waves called a sea. Here you can look at the picture. These are the sea waves. Okay, there is no fixed pattern of the sea waves. Wavelength is different of the different waves, and also the direction of movement is different. So wave in an area affected by wind, okay, sea waves, and tend to be very irregular. There's no fixed shape and composed of many waves superimposed, okay, means one over other the waves are continuously formed. Swell, as the wave move away from the wind that created them, they begin to move in a uniform pattern of equivalent period and height. Okay, as the waves move away from the wind that created them, मतलब जब वेव जो है वो अपनी क्रिएशन ऑफ मतलब जिस विंड से वो क्रिएट हुई है उससे दूर जाती है, तो देयर इज अ यूनिफॉर्म पैटर्न फॉर्म्ड ऑफ इक्विवेलेंट पीरियड एंड हाइट. Means that equivalent periods we can see crest and trough, and equivalent height can also be seen. These trains of waves are called swells. Okay, the pattern of swell is modified as they approach the shore. See, this is the swell. Okay, this can be seen at equivalent height. Far from the origin, got it, larger wavelength and period waves, okay, then they travel faster than the small waves and they can travel long distances. Next is surf. So surf is a near shore where depth decreases to half. Okay, when waves reach shallow water near the shore, they crowd together and their height is increased and their slope are steepened. Okay, means that जब वेव्स शोर के पास यानी किनारे के पास पहुंचती हैं तो बहुत सारी वेव्स जो हैं एक्यूमुलेट हो जाती है, इकट्ठी हो जाती हैं और उनकी हाइट इंक्रीज हो जाती है और उनका जो स्लोप है वो स्टीप की जगह थोड़ा सा जेंटल स्लोप हो जाता है. ओके, सर्फिंग वेव्स यू ऑल हैव सीन एंड नाउ द लोअर पार्ट ऑफ ईच वेव ट्रैवल मोर स्लोली देन द टॉप owing to friction offered by the bottom of the sea. The crest of the wave curls over, it breaks at the shore. And what happens, see, in these waves, the crest of the waves is curled, means it is the round, it is more gentle. Okay, and when it comes to shore, it breaks. The broken mass of water dashes up to the shore as swash. Okay, means the water hits the shore hard and it then descends seaward as backwash. Okay, and then the water after hitting the shore it goes backward. These breaking waves in coastal regions are called surf. These waves, see, this is the crest of the wave and the crest is totally gentle, okay, and it is curled. Okay, then the water will go, the wave will break down near the shore and then it will return towards the sea. These were the types of waves, and that's all for today. Thank you.